As the U.S. Supreme Court weighs the Remain in Mexico policy today, Texas lawmakers want to learn more about the financial impact migrant children have on Texas public education. And it is one of the primary tasks the Public Education Committee faces ahead of the next legislative session. KXAN's Maggie Glenn explains why educators are urging lawmakers to adjust their perspectives.
But as an educator, I can tell you, when a student arrives in my class, I'm here to teach them, period.
Coretta Mallet-Fontenot has been teaching English second language courses to students for decades. She says the state should not weigh how to cut down on costs to educate migrant children.
Instead of, thinking of ways to villainize students and to villainize teachers, I think that the legislature should be really focusing on things that they could do to help improve the situation.
A Williamson County resident in the hearing claimed the influx in migrants is overcrowding Texas schools and negatively impacting teachers and other students.
The influx of immigrants are affecting third-plus generation students by increasing pressure on the education system to accommodate a larger population of students with diverse needs.
Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton put out a statement last year saying the state spends anywhere between $31 and $63 million a year educating undocumented migrant children. We've asked how they arrived at that figure because the TEA says school districts cannot legally ask for proof of legal status.
Since we are prohibited from actually knowing the number of kids, we don't have an actual number.
To put Paxton's estimate in context, the state budget last year included nearly $46.5 billion dedicated to public education for the next biennium. The hearing and analysis Tuesday are all in an effort to prepare lawmakers to draft legislation next spring. Maggie Glenn, KXAN News.
While migrant children are still in custody in federal facilities, the federal government pays for their education services. Now, once they're released and awaiting a hearing, that's when they can qualify for residency and enroll in our state's public schools. The state of Texas ranks near the bottom when it comes to the amount spent to educate per student. In fact, the latest census numbers show only 7 states spend less. That's $9,800 per student. Students enrolled in bilingual education receive a weight, qualifying for 0.1 or an extra 10% of funding for the district compared to a regular program student. The TEA notes the bilingual education funding weight has not been updated since it was first created in the 1980s, but the dual language credit, which is a separate program, was slightly increased in 2019, adding an extra 5%. Education groups noted how a number of school districts immediately added dual language immersion programs as a result of the increase.